Mikel Arteta wants his Arsenal players to feel the pain when they perform a guard of honour for Liverpool on Sunday and use it as motivation to win the Premier League title next season. There were questions whether the Gunners would follow Chelsea's lead and stand and applaud Arne Slot's champions onto the field at Anfield. It comes just 4 days after the Champions League exit at the hands of Paris Saint-Germain confirmed Arsenal would be trophyless for a 5th straight year. But the Arsenal boss insists that it is only right for his players to pay tribute to the champions, and he feels it will do them good after falling short this term. Arteta addressed the Guard of Honour in his press conference on Friday. He declared, "Something has to drive you, to motivate you, and pain is probably a good one to use when you don't really want to do something. But it's the right thing to do and then use that as a motivation for next season. But they, Liverpool, deserve that Guard of Honour because they have been the best team and they fully deserve it. When somebody is better, you have to applaud and accept it and try to reach that level." Arsenal arrive at Anfield trailing Liverpool by 15 points. Their form has taken a downturn in recent weeks as they focused increasingly on Europe, and they are guaranteed to record fewer points this term than they managed in both of the past 2 seasons, when they finished runners-up to Manchester City. The Gunners could again finish second in the league. They head into their remaining 3 matches holding a 3-point lead over third-placed City. But following their failure to launch a serious title challenge to Liverpool and their last 4 exits from both the Champions League and Carabao Cup this season, Arteta has courted criticism. The Spaniard has only one trophy, the 2020 FA Cup, to show for his 5.5 years in charge. "I have so much to achieve, and that is what drives me every day," he continued. "The people and the staff and the players drive me every single day. If there is somebody that has raised the standard and the expectation the highest, it has been me. Because I have been demanding and expecting much more, and after that much more, and after that much more. For me, it is the only way to do it, for everybody to have really high standards and demands. We are very, very close to achieving it. I understand the disappointment and the criticism. It is all part of it. At the end, there is one winner and the rest of them aren't going to win, so they need to reinvent themselves and do better, and that is part of the cycle." Newcastle boss Eddie Howe has admitted his frustration at seeing his star players repeatedly touted as transfer targets for Arsenal as the clubs prepare to battle it out for second place in the Premier League. The Magpies head for the Emirates Stadium on Sunday, lying 2 points behind the Gunners, and knowing a 4th victory over Mikel Arteta's men. This season they beat them home, and away in the Carabao Cup, semi-finals would leave them in pole position to snatch the runners-up spot behind champions Liverpool. They will do so having seen a series of pundits suggest the likes of Alexander Isak, Anthony Gordon and Bruno Guimaraes could take a step up by joining the North London club, a view which rankles on Tyneside. Isak in particular has been strongly linked with the Gunners, who are desperate to add more firepower to the squad, Howe said. "It is a frustration because I don't see why our players are getting linked here, there, and everywhere with other clubs. I'd like to think the players are happy here. I'd like to think again that they're seeing us grow and develop into a team that hopefully can compete at the top end of the division. We have no divine right to do that, but I think we're going in the right direction. So yes, it's a source of frustration. But I don't let it absorb me, really." Newcastle had perhaps gained a reputation as a selling club under previous owner Mike Ashley, but the financial clout of the current regime has changed the picture at St. James's Park, and astute investment off the pitch has helped them to end their 70-year domestic trophy drought and compete for Champions League qualification. Spending restrictions have slowed the project, and Newcastle have not made a major signing in the last 3 transfer windows. But that is likely to change this summer. Head coach Howe said, Regular success, consistent success, all these things help you in the journey that you're on to show to everybody that that's where the club's ambition is. There's no doubt that's what the club's ambition is. As we've said many times, the ability financially to compete the last few years has been hampered by PSR. But those issues aren't there for the coming window, so I don't see any reason why we can't strengthen, not weaken ourselves.